Me and old Greg here is working on this 79 Triumph. We got the magneto bolted on here. Getting the old gas out of the tank right now. Trying to remove it. We got to disconnect these hoses real quick. We need a flathead screwdriver and undo them. And
yeah, we got to get that bolt out too. We'll have to straighten them.
I'll straighten the front end out so we can get that bolt out. This is old gas that was in this thing. Pretty nasty. But the way the tank's made in there, it's making it a pain in the ass to pull the other out. But this is a Morris magneto that we have on here, and I'm gonna take it back apart real quick and show you how these things connect in here, because I couldn't find shit on how to bolt these things up on the internet at all. So this will help anybody out that's looking to put a Morris magneto. These are different. There's only two people that make these magnetos, and it's Morris Magneto and Joe Hunt. So these are the only two dudes that make these magnetos for these Triumphs. So this is a 79 750 Bonneville, and we've been messing with it. We got the plugs out. The guy said it's set for like 5 years, so Greg here spiffied the plugs up for me with some wire brush and WD-40. They didn't look too bad, did they?
No, that one's a little rusty.
Yeah, we got one. Pull that rusty one out real quick. We had one that looked pretty rough that we pulled out, but he cleaned it up pretty good. I wish I got footage when we started. But this one right here, I mean, the outside's pretty rusty, but even this part right here was brown when he pulled it out. But this one's pretty clean now. They look pretty good. Let's put it back down in there. But we still got to open this carb up, see what it looks like in there. And I gotta get the plugs, the left side, right side, lined up on the magneto and stuff. Make sure the points and everything. But hopefully I'll be happy if we get power. So this is a Morris magneto, and there's like no videos on how to put these things or bolt them onto the casing of a Triumph. This is a little sleeve that comes with them. It's like an adapter plate. It goes on to the back of the magneto. You just slide it up in there. But this adapter plate, you need to line with two holes that are inside of where the points used to be. This is where the point cover used to be at. And there's two holes. You might have to machine them and have them fit a small nut. I'll have to look and see what size these are exactly. But you'll have to machine it right to fit you some small screws to go inside of the adapter plate so it all bolts in. And then with these, inside of these adapter plates, you put a small nut that usually comes with the kit when you buy them. Do not lose this because it's like specially machined for these Triumphs. The motor, this is a 750, so it goes inside of here. It's best to put it in when you got the tool with it, and you place it deep in here, and you just work it in there until you start feeling it thread. And you go very easy with it because you don't want to overdo it and like just screw up your threads or punch a hole in it or some stupid shit like that. So, takes a minute. Make sure it's tight. I guess that's right. And then you just tighten both of these small ones So you make sure this adapter plate's snug. Get that screwed in there. Don't over tighten them. You over tighten them, then you're gonna have probably a problem on your hands, especially if you ever want to take this thing back out, which is not very easy once you get it placed inside of here. Kind of locks itself in, and then take the magneto. They got to be cocked a little, so you have to set the timing on the motor, which you can adjust these things and move them around, kind of like a distributor, and adjust them how you need them. This one needs to set about like this at an angle. I guess I can adjust it once I get it all hooked up and start kicking it and everything. But for this, you have a small screw hole in here. Put the screw in, tighten it up, holds on there. These don't vibrate as bad as Harley Davidson or anything. You know, they're little smaller motors. They ain't V-twin, and I mean, they got plenty of power, don't get me wrong, and you can make them sound just like a Harley Davidson. I love Triumphs. They're cool. They're pretty cool bikes. I hope I got everything tightened right. Guess we'll know when I start messing with it. But that's how it places on there. And like I said, I couldn't find any videos on how to mount these things. Just remember, don't lose your bolts for mounting at all, because they're not too easy to find for that centerpiece that goes into the, I call it a bullet because it looks like a bullet. On the inside of this adapter plate, there's like a little bullet piece that goes in, and that little screw goes inside of it. So you don't want to lose either one of them pieces, because then you'll be screwed. But we're just going to take this wiring up here, hang them together, and put some electrical tape over it for now.
It's on the brake lever.
Where's the brake lever at?
On the motorcycle, bud.
Huh?
The brake lever on the motorcycle.
Oh, on this one.
Yeah, the handle,
Shit.
brake lever up top.
How far? Been down here too long.
Dude, I'm telling you, it got warmer outside. Remember how when the sun was going down, it kind of got cold?
Yeah.
It's warmer
It'd be
outside.
sweet if I had a little buddy heater in this shop, or heating damn general.
Like a propane heater or something?
I always do shit redneck anyway, so whatever.
Fuck it.
It's gonna look stupid for now, but it'll work for the time being. So I figure out what the hell to do with this weird wire that's
You got any zip ties?
kind of stupid. Let's figure out what to do with that motherfucker.
Hey, if you run it over right there, there's a zip tie. Like, take it loose and run it up in that zip tie and run it all the way up.
I don't want
Like
it
with-
to stick out though. I kind of want to get it. See
No, with that hose that's already running up in the front. Right there in front of it, inside of your exhaust,
Yeah.
where it's all zip tied together.
Yeah. Bring some extra wire up to this, so I can kind of like sneak it down through here, up through here, so it ain't going straight across the motor. Get what I'm saying?
Yes.
That'd look a lot better.
You're
But right now that'll work, so that should work for now. Now we just got to really get the plug wires back on and then figure it out. Get it going back again. Watch Greg over here be a peckerwood with his tank.
Me?
He's teaching us all how to be a man. Be a man handle.
It's not as Exactly.
I'm telling. Let's try this fucker. I don't know. This might be too long. But
It's kind of skinny too.
yeah, it's pretty skinny.
Yeah. All right. New plan. Pull the tank up just a little bit and let's look and see how we got through here.
Yeah.
Just like that. Oh, it's crooked. The
Yeah,
fucking hole's
I told
crooked.
you it was fucking crooked, bro.
Well, I
Like,
knew
when
the
I
tank
said it
was.
was crooked, that motherfucker's crooked.
I knew the tank was crooked, but I didn't realize the hole was crooked.
The whole damn thing is crooked, dude.
Okay, hold on.
And it's like I guess you had to make it that way to fucking fit like it does. Alright.
I know I'm close.
Dude, you just fucking had it so easy though, now it ain't even gonna go in there.
Because the tank gets in the way.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Trying to
Hold on,
hold
go
it up.
back.
Is that good?
I don't know, bro.
Might have to find a new damn.
Oh, well, let me turn it right. Oh, it is turned right. Okay. Just get up in there. Where's my screw? Hey, can you show me a flashlight right there?
Yeah.
I'm like right at it, dude. It's gotta go
There it is.
forward.
So close.
It's gotta go forward. Like the fucking.
Close you.
Like, I don't know what's gotta go. What? 13.
Yeah, it's in here. Getting her going, man. Now we gotta put them gas lines back on. Alrighty. Good, that's lines on, getting tight, and we'll be back on to other things.
Yeah, here you go.
Oh yeah, totally. Gonna make that hard again, so.
You get to hear the cars around the neighborhood.
Huh. You get yours tied over there? Now we're going to move the camera and the whole little dolly to like right here so I can show these fuckers.
Is it gonna fall over if I try to move it?
Wait. Alright, so we gotta take the damn tank back off to get some rust out of it. We got it out there drying on my Ranger. There's still some flake in there that wants to break out, but we'll have to worry about it another time. But we're gonna let it dry out, so I cleaned it out with some water. And sprayed the piss out of the whole bike with some WD-40 to clean it up. Getting ready to work on the carburetor now. Still got the old Triumph. What these things called? A-Mall. Hopefully it does pretty good. There's a button, and I believe this is it. That's supposed to flood the carb. I guess we'll know in a minute when I start messing with it.
Work. For real.
Alright, here's Greg's expertise on cleaning up the mold out of this leather. What are you using?
Motor oil.
Motor oil, exactly. You're just scrubbing it out, but it's like, it's kind of livening it up a lot more. This is an untouched area. You look right there, you can see some of the like mold looking stuff it's got on it, but his is kind of bringing it back to life a little bit. So it was kind of dull setting and giving a little shine back to it now. Like,
Yeah. It's still got a long way to go.
definitely getting some of that dark like grit crap that's in there.
Yeah.
Where it's been sitting. I guess it'll be like a big dust collection too. Kind of ate up on it. That's gonna give it a good little dark kind of tint too. Once it gets down in like the leather.
Mm-hmm. That sunshine will bring it out too.
Yeah. We got the tank back on now and all the rust flake and stuff out that we could get out. So it'll do for now. Getting ready to put some fresh gas in her and mess with that carburetor, and then we got to mess with that spring and get it where it ain't all gunky, where the spring back up. It's getting stuck. You kick it and it just stays down sagging. Alright, we're getting ready to take the cover off right here for where the kicker's at. We're gonna see if we can get the spring fixed so it'll start kicking back up so I can get a good kick on it. See if we can get some spark. Yeah, it's a 19 millimeter to take off the where you rest your foot at. So we ended up not having to take this case cover off. We found it a lot less of a hassle problem. Is that damn brake lever's bent. It was catching the kicker. So now it goes down and pops back up. But for those of you that need to work on these springs, you take off this whole case. You can push that brake down and take the bolt out of the footrest to take it out of the way without having to take apart that whole entire brake lever. Just make sure you got a second hand to help you. But we're getting ready to finally put some damn gas in this thing, so start messing with the carburetor because now I got a good kick where it's popping back up. I just needed to really tighten the kicker piece, and we beat that in a little bit, but we're going to heat it up in a minute and see if we can get it a little more straighter and against the case, because it's separated from the case pretty good and over this way. Not sure, it's hard to tell how that even happened, but it's coming along pretty good. It's looking a lot better. Got good compression. You can hear it breathing when I'm kicking it, so we'll know once we get some gas in her if we can get some fire. That was day one of the Triumph build. Please keep a lookout for more videos on it to come up, and hit the like and subscribe buttons below. We'll see you next time.